GSL.
Welcome back, everyone, to GSL Code A with Artosis and Wolf.
Yeah, it's been a good one so far. I mean, we've had a lot of 2-0s, but a lot of prowess shown by Innovation in his matches, showing he's obviously far and above everyone else in the group. And, you know, the games of Hurricane versus Haiba, closer than the score really shows, but Hurricane's showing a really good game. And I favor Ruin in this PvP, but Hurricane's a player that actually can throw out some crazy builds from time to time. It's just hard for him to have them prepared, not knowing, you know, that he was necessarily going to have to play this PvP.
That is very true. I think that if I was in this group as one of them, I think I would prepare for the Protoss match for sure. It seemed to me going into this, I actually thought that there was a decent chance this would be the final match of the day.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you look at how these players kind of stack up against each other, if you wanted to predict it reasonably, this would be the way that things would probably end.
This, yeah, if you just predicted based upon how good they each have shown recently, as you say, this is exactly the order of matches that we would have seen. So they should have some sort of preparation in here. And as far as PvP goes, I do like Ruin's PvP. I'm trying to remember Hurricanes. I don't remember last time I saw him.
It's actually a bit crazy and wonky, man. He does a little bit of everything. All right, guys, the final match to decide the second player out of this group into Code S.
In the top left, if he loses, it will
ruin
his career. Well, not really.
Actually, I don't know. He just got on a really good new team. I think it'll probably be okay.
Yeah, it'll probably be all right. It'll probably be fine.
This guy, on the other hand, not as secure these days. He is.
Samsung Galaxy Khan Hurricane.
I wanted to say he was being blown in A, but anyway. Obviously,
I've got a good intro for him next time.
He's got a really good team backing him up, but he's just not going to be on televised matches for a while if he loses here.
Yeah, and
there's not really any opportunities. He's not like going to BlizzCon.
No,
I'm pretty sure that's not possible.
Guarantee you. You know, but sometimes that's okay to not have televised matches for a while because you can really work on your actual base skill. When you have a televised match coming up, like let's say you're a good player like Hurricane. Let's say you had to play like, let me think here, Maru in a match on TV, right?
Yeah.
He'd probably have to prepare for that like a lot. They'd probably be like, all right, we're going to like mix in this cheese and this dangerous build and stuff like that. And while that helps you and that does improve you, it's not the same as getting like a long period of time to work on your base play and just make yourself a stronger player overall.
That's what happens when some of these players like Ruin pop out of nowhere. They don't play very many televised matches. They beat some really good players, have a really good rate. In Pro League, even they don't play that often because it's also, when you're playing like this, you have less games for your opponent that are relevant to study against you.
Yeah.
When you're kind of in the shadows back there. So we have a rushed Cybercore coming out here for Hurricane, like super duper fast. So I was saying its builds are a bit wonky, he's a bit aggressive. He'll do any, it's almost like he has like a roulette and whatever it lands on is the build he's going to do, regardless of the map. That's how it feels when I watch his PvP.
Okay, okay.
And it looks like he's chosen most likely the 3 gateway pressure here. Could be like super fast Stargate or super fast Twilight Council, but let's see.
Yeah, it does happen. But it looks like it is going to be a gateway pressure. I think the thing is he has 3 probes in each gas. Maybe it's like the build Stardust was doing a whole bunch in WCS Europe with the you know, very quick 3 gateway.
Could also be just really fast 2 stalkers. Shut down probe scouts, pressure a little bit, control the map while you go into the Twilight Council.
What's he planning on doing with all the gas, though?
Twilight Council, I think, possibly.
I mean, it would line up pretty well with, you know, the fact that he's forcing out these stalkers so quickly.
Yeah, and he's just going to come over here, poke a little bit. With the 2 stalkers he has early, there's no way he's going to lose any fight in the middle of the map, you know, with his units. So he can do some very aggressive scouting, try to see if his opponent's trying to do a fast Nexus. There's nothing that's going to stop him. Bit supply blocked here for a second, and it looks like we're seeing a Stargate based on that gas that just disappeared. I can't know for sure, but
yeah, that's definitely a Stargate back there. Okay, so a couple stalkers into a Stargate. Nothing really wrong with this. Stargate, of course, could have been a bit quicker, but he definitely wanted to make sure it didn't get scouted. If your opponent sees Stargate coming, they can shut down an Oracle really, really hard. And, in fact, Ruin is getting a Stargate as well. A little bit quicker, but if one of them makes an Oracle and the other goes Phoenixes and just sits in his main base, they're going to be way ahead.
This is actually a fight that Hurricane can win, actually. If he fights this directly. There's an Oracle coming out here. Mothership Core is actually hiding because he knows that like it could be targeted.
Yeah, and it's also looking for anything, any flying units coming in from the side there. Both players actually going for the Oracle. And for Ruin, this is actually Oracle into Blink, it looks like, which is a very good build. And it'll be fine when he sees that he's up against Oracle as well.
Could also switch it when he gets in there and go into DTs after he sees a Stargate, because that can certainly throw some people off.
Yeah, I mean, if you kill their Oracle and they're busy trying to go Blink, because both of them are going for that Twilight Council, definitely a possibility to catch them off guard with some DTs.
Well, this is going to be really awkward. These two Oracles run into each other.
They seem to deal with it pretty well. As long as you don't let the situation be awkward, it's not awkward. That's my opinion.
That's life, man.
Yeah.
All right, goes down 20 hit points here, but did bait that Mothership Cannon. That's generally what happens when you're one base and somebody Oracles you. You just kind of smack it out of the sky. But the second Oracle here for Hurricane is so late that he's actually like trying to avoid a Phoenix coming out here, because he's like, well, what could be happening? I know you already have a Stargate and your Oracle is faster than mine, so this is actually really funny. Both of them just trying to Phoenix the Oracle down. They're both going blank. No DTs here. It's so funny how this one plays out.
Yeah.
Super mirrored.
Well, we see Ruin actually grabbing the Nexus and no Nexus for Hurricane. So if Ruin continues on that Nexus course and we see all of the money perfectly put in for Hurricane into units, okay, no, he goes directly into that as well, which is actually a much safer and better idea. This is kind of funny, though. These are like complete mirrors.
Oracle does go down for Ruin. Hurricane's still having that Oracle actually at full health. And we'll actually just go ahead and trade it down here. He knows that the Phoenix will eventually kill it. I think he's just going to sack it. Well, I think he probably should have, because that Phoenix is certainly not going to allow it to escape, right?
No, he's definitely going to get that. He probably should have sacrificed, I think you're right. But I guess it pulls the Phoenix back. Did he actually see the Phoenix? I think he did, right?
Yeah, he was trying to intercept it with his own Phoenix. Then he was like, well, actually, we're both going to lose our Phoenixes, because that's what happens when one Phoenix fights one Phoenix. But the thing is, that's the best case scenario for him, actually, because if he flies into the Stalkers while his opponent's Phoenix is there, then he just loses his Phoenix and then doesn't kill anything. So
yeah,
I think trading the Oracle would have been a better choice, but honestly, I can't think of a good reason why he tried to save it.
Yeah, it's sometimes hard to stretch into something like that, but sometimes you just automatically save it.
It's just instinct, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to throw a unit
You pull it out, and once it's pulled out, there's no reason to send it back in, because then it dies before it kills anything.
Now, both players do have Blink. Blink's shown here for Ruin, although it was already scouted a long time ago.
We do have Hurricane, though. He's got his Robo. Now, where does he go with this Robo?
Well, I guess just straight into Immortals, and I think he's actually going to go charge Zealots rather than Colossi. What do you think?
I think we're going to see Colossi. That's my guess here from Hurricane, to be honest. And in fact, I think both players probably should go for Colossi here. I think it can be a little bit clunky to go into charge Zealots in a situation like this. It's a weird game, though. It's actually a little bit hard to predict, because you're Blink against Blink. You want to make some Immortals so that you just crush Blink Stalkers. And from the Immortals, I mean, you can definitely go into those charge Zealots.
So very good engagement for Ruin. A much better Stalker count right now. He's also going to catch one of these with the Phoenix.
Ooh, that was a good move.
Might even be able to do that twice if he's lucky. I don't know if he has enough energy. I think he does.
Yeah, Ruin definitely gaining an advantage here with this little attack. But we do have an Immortal about to pop out. We do have the Nexus Cannon. Probably just force some energy used here.
Yeah. Might be able to snipe one of the Stalker or so and blink out. Great micro there by Hurricane. Not letting this be an easy trade.
Certainly. Wow, this was actually really good micro from both sides here. But I would say definitely Hurricane did better in that little battle.
Yeah, Ruin, I think, still overstayed his welcome a little bit underneath that Nexus Cannon. But the fact that he has his Nexus going up almost makes it okay. It is scouted right away by, I believe, a Hallucination Scout. Could be an Observer. Not sure what it is, but something sees it. So it's not a mystery.
A second Oracle. I like this, Wolf. Didn't he get the Phoenix during that battle?
Yeah.
So he got the Phoenix, he downed the Stalker count?
Did he? I'm not so sure.
Well, even if he didn't, right? He forced the Nexus Cannon, and he killed off a good chunk of the Stalkers. So what this means is that Oracle may just fly in, because you don't expect another Oracle to be made at this point. If it just flies in, he might get like 6, 7, 8 probe kills in the main base. It's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, it could even be worse than that, depending on how he reacts. If the Mothership Core is out in the middle of the map, that's going to make it a lot tougher, and that's exactly what we're seeing here, as he is moving up to punish that third base.
Definitely a very nice move here by Ruin. We do have Hurricane, though. He's going into this Colossus tech. We do have the Charge Archon tech from Ruin with that third base.
I like this because Ruin basically, he scouted the third base, and for Hurricane, he's moving out, and Ruin's like, okay, I know you saw my third base, so you're obviously going to attack me. He checks with the Hallucination to see if there's any units to defend the Oracle. Now he's going to send it in, but first has to defend this base. It's going to get bursted down perhaps by these two Immortals. He puts the Nexus Cannon down. He needs to turn that Oracle on.
Oh, a nice force field right there, forcing his opponent to stay back, but oh, that Oracle's starting to kill a lot of probes as well. Doesn't get the Nexus, kind of a problem.
Oracle only 4 kills here, but yeah, not getting that Nexus is huge, and now also going to lose his Immortal. This is looking terrible right now, actually, for Hurricane. Even though he still has a decent amount of units over here, I don't think he's going to be able to break this. He lost so many probes. His third Nexus isn't even started yet. So Colossus here with soon-to-be range on only 1 Colossus by himself.
Well, he does continue to poke back in here, and you know what? This Colossus against these low amounts of units actually going to do a pretty good job. There's really not enough for Ruin to overwhelm him.
Yeah, I really thought he had another Immortal, but I guess he doesn't. Now, without that, it's going to be pretty tough. This is a really nice Time Warp, and he does have Zealot Charge. Can he actually get in there and kill that Colossus? Ooh. It's so well protected right now, but it's only shooting 1 Archon.
Well, it's got to shoot something here, and it's actually going to help take out a few more units still left alive. Blinkstalker is going to push forward at this moment. Some really great play from Hurricane pushing forward.
Yeah, really committing to this attack. I feel like Ruin didn't take the push as seriously as he should have. GG. Good micro there as well in that last moment.
Yeah.
The force fields were pretty good.
I think that was actually quite a nice game from both sides, but strategically, you have to give the edge to Hurricane there. They both went into the Blinkstalkers. Hurricane followed up with Colossus, which is a little bit less clunky, whereas Ruin, he tried to do everything. He was like, okay, Blinkstalkers, another Oracle, another Nexus, and I'm going to go charge. He's like, well, no, you did too much, whereas Hurricane kept himself very focused in his build.
Yeah. Actually, I like how you described that. I really did like the Oracle move, but he didn't execute it right away, and it only got 4 kills because he didn't target it because he was so worried about his third base. Had he been a little bit faster on that Oracle too, I feel like he might have forced Hurricane to stay home for a few more seconds and allow him to get maybe another Mortal out. It didn't happen that way though, and now one of our favorites of the group is 1 game away from being knocked out here.
You know what? I think he may be knocked out. I actually really liked Hurricane's PvP in that game. I think he played it really fantastically. Like a very high-level understanding of exactly what to do when with what units where. Like really nice, really nice.
I like this map, Nimbus, if you want to play straight up 2 base versus 2 base PvP. Keep the third base out of it for a little while. Could go to that third base. I don't think we'll ever see a 4th base on this map. I mean, we hardly ever see that in PvP anyways, but the bases are kind of compact here. The whole map is compact in a sense. A lot of choke points to work with if you want to go Colossi.
All right, let's see what these guys are going for. It's going to be Ruin going up against Hurricane. Our final match of Group A.